Good morning everyone, welcome back to another vlog. My friend and I, my big new spot on my chin, we've had a stressy week, so apologies that there wasn't a vlog last week. Literally, there was nothing to share, it was just working and boring stuff, and I thought I'm not even going to waste time doing a vlog this week. So we're back after a week off and you can see a little hint of what's been going on. A few little bits and bobs have been going on around the house, but I'm not going to bore you with that straight away because today is a very, very busy day. So I am up, I'm dressed, I've walked the dog, he has his hair appointment, I have my nail appointment, I also am running around Edinburgh dropping off bits and bobs for wedding invites, and I've just been clearing out the house in preparation for like the sofas coming. So I've sold a bunch of stuff, so I'm literally just driving around, dropping things off to some people, having people come and collect things. So it's a pretty full on day, which I love. I also decided last night I am going to branch out and expand RPC. Because we're just not busy enough doing a house, running a business, planning a wedding, vlogging. We're just not full enough. So I've decided I'm gonna kind of go back to my roots and start a branding sub-brand of RPC and focus back on like brand identity, logos, printed items for companies, things like that. Because one, I just want to pull in a little bit more income with everything that's going on. Secondly, I do miss getting right down and dirty with like good old fashioned design, and I recently had a girl come to me to do some branding work and I thoroughly enjoyed myself doing it. So last night I spent the night kind of rebranding myself and figuring out how to have two brands under RPC designs. So I'll share that when I feel like I am in a position to do so. I was literally begging to come up. I suppose I best explain what this is. So basically, as you know, we were planning on painting the living room green, not black. We've got a couple of swatches made up, and some pots made up at Valspar, and they were very much green in the shop, very much green, yet they are pretty much jet black, and that's in daylights, and like at night time it is just full on black. So we're back to the drawing board, so we should have some little sticky on samples from the brand Coat arriving, which I'll share when they do come. We've also had samples of garden stuff, tiles and artificial grass and stuff like that. So I'm going to crack on with the day. I'll show you my nails when I get them done, because I don't know who I think I was getting the cool girl brown tips, but instantly regretted it. So I'm going back to the French manicure today. Cole is going to get his hair cut, aren't you? We're going to Howell and Hound and he's going to be looking all cute and fluffy, so let's both have a little glow up. We see you when you're handsome. You want for a haircut? You see Christy? You're going to trim your hair and you're about to see out your eyes. God, this sun is killing me. Nails are done. Back to my roots. French is where my heart is and always will be. That's all really. Now I'm going to pick up Cole and see how gorgeous he's looking. He's handsome! It's like he's embarrassed. Cole, are you embarrassed? You look so handsome. I wish we had smell cam and everyone could smell you, because you smell lovely. Look at the paws! Oh, fluffy bones. Did you have a nice time? Did you have a nice time with Christy? Oh, you good boy. Good boy. Always come back looking and smelling. 10 out of 10. Happy Saturday. It has been a couple of days, as per usual. The days have just got away from me. I don't even know what's happening right now, but like every day is just going like that, and there's not enough hours to get through everything that I need to get through. But I have a lot of things to show you. First of all, little housey bits. We've got tons of samples arriving. So with the garden, we got our samples of fake grass because your girl does not want to be doing any maintenance. I just want to grab my glass of rosy wine and prance around the garden as soon as the sun comes out. I don't want to be doing any maintenance. So it is artificial grass through and through for us. Darren just came home unexpectedly and gave me the fright of my life. Anyway, yes, we've got samples of artificial grass. Now, there's like one that's called the Pet Luxury, which I'm not even really too sure how different it is because it feels the same, the weight is the same. I think basically they put something in the base so that like if dogs pee on it, it drains better to stop smells, so we'll probably opt for that option. But we got all these samples from a company called Artificial Grass Direct, and they were kind of at the best price point and the most realistic as well without spending a fortune. So they look pretty good, is what it is. So yeah, we have been looking at that. We also had some more samples of composite fencing arrive. You may remember I got ones from Charles Ivy ages ago. After speaking with the gardener, he was like, they're extortionate. And then we did think it was very expensive, but we thought that's just what it was. It was about £6,000 for half-height fencing just at the front of the house. So we found a couple other companies which are much cheaper. This one's called Enviro Build, and they're not too dissimilar to the Charles and Ivy one. There's not as much detailing in them. So yeah, I feel like we're opting more for the brown. I'm not a huge fan of this colour. We've got another couple samples from another company. For me, these feel a bit more plasticky looking. It looks a bit more artificial wood. I do prefer this colour. I wish this finishing was in this colour, but we can't have it all, people, so we're going to price up them and see what that comes back at. And then we also got a bunch of tiles for the back arrive, although all of them were pants. This is the only one that we have got that looks semi-decent because it has to be 20 mils thick, because supposedly if it's below 20 mils it's harder to lay and they have to put more groundwork in, so it ends up being more expensive. So we're opting for 20 mils. I'm kind of wanting a more creamier tone than grey, because obviously the house is white, the wall is cream. But when I kind of put these swatches together, I was like, this does look quite cool. So we've got tons more slabs coming. To look at options. We're looking at ceramic tiling, I think, so it's more like porcelain looking tiles rather than like sandstone slabs. Just from advice we've been given by people and the gardener and things like that, a lot of the slabs and sandstone slabs mark really easily. They're quite hard to maintain, so the ones that we've been looking at are frost proof, so they don't get as much kind of slippiness on them. The light doesn't affect the colour of them. They're wipeable, all that sort of stuff. The only downside is someone told me that they get really hot for dogs' paws, so we're going to have to do a bit of research because we can't have the king walking out in summer and burning his paws, so we have to look into that. The next thing we got samples of was from Coat, the paint company. They're basically like that Lick company, and they give you peel and stick swatches to go on the wall. After our boo-boo that we made, getting the basically black paint for the living room, we got some lighter colours. It's really funny because they look so different in real life compared to what they look like on the website, and even on camera actually, because these ones here, obviously, like that looks really green, like a mossy green. That's kind of got like a mint undertone, and that's more dark. This has got a grey undertone, which shows up on camera, but it looks more grey than green. Like in real life, it's definitely more sagey grey rather than straight up grey. This one's the Darlington one, so I think this is what we're going to opt for the living room. We also got our visuals back from the joinery company that I'd mentioned were round. So they've basically put mock-ups of the living room together of how the panelling will be. So I'll insert some clips of the images that they sent. So basically we're going to panel the whole room and just kind of like your traditional panelling. We're going to put wall lights in the middle of two of the panels, which will sit above the couch and have a nice big bit of artwork in the middle. The telly will be framed on one side. It was a little bit tricky on like the TV wall because they've put like the new window in, so we had to kind of work around that and things like that. So that is starting to come together. So that should be getting started 22nd of February, I believe. So as soon as we're back skiing, it will begin, and then we can paint. I think I mentioned our sofas were delayed, so I mean one should be here on Monday, the other one I have no idea when it's going to be here. But let's get to the important stuff. I have done my first spring shop. My first spring clothes shop. And when I tell you I am obsessed with everything that I put in my basket, I don't plan to keep everything because they're much pricier pieces. They're not extravagantly expensive, but just in terms of like versus your standard places to buy clothes and things. But I'm really trying to kind of whittle down my wardrobe in terms of not buying as much fast fashion and spending the money and having nicer, more luxurious, durable pieces that will stand the test of time and be in my wardrobe for a while. So I've had my eye on these dresses for ages. They're called LOUISE Boutique, and they basically just do the most gorgeous floral print, some ruffles, flowy, really gorgeous, feminine, elegant dresses. And my thinking was, with the garden and basically all the downstairs going to be done by summer, I want to have a selection of gorgeous summer dresses to throw on to prance around the garden in, basically, is what I want. Okay, let's get into this parcel. Oh my god, the colours are already giving me spring vibes. Oh, this green. Okay, so all of these dresses are pretty much maxi, either midi or maxi. And I got them all in a size medium. This one is the most gorgeous colour of sage. I'll probably match my living room. It has a lovely square neckline, a little bit of sweetheart detail going on, a lot of ruching detail, a little puff sleeve, and it is maxi with a little peplum bit going on at the bottom. My only fear is that this will be too long for me, but I'll need to just try it on and see. There is underwiring in the bust, which makes me happy and padding, so no need to wear a bra. So this one was Ali maxi dress, which is £135, but the quality is great. As I mentioned, underwiring, padding, the detail is just super, super lovely. Next up is a super beautiful berry pink. Oh, this is satin. Was not expecting this to be satin. Okay, this is maybe giving me more nighty vibes, but it's a really beautiful floral pattern. Again, kind of a similar neckline. The bust is a bit more floppy than the other one, so we'll see how this fits on. It does have lovely open back detailing with the crisscrossy strings. This one is a bit plainer on the bottom, but it does have a nice big slit which goes right up your leg. Okay, is this the strappy one? Yes. So this is, this is a little strappy number, but obviously we've got details on the shoulders with some ruffles and bows, so the shoulders are kind of just little ruffles. It's got a little square neckline as well, but a little bit of cutout detail, a really lovely baby blue and lilac pattern. This was a bit more flowy on the skirt, kind of comes in a little and is just flowy. The material is more like a chiffon, so it's It'll probably be cooler. This would probably be nice on a real hot summer's day. I love the colour of this one. This one's a high neck one, which I am partial to, you know. A much deeper blue. It's got the high neck frill detail, so it'll sit like this, a little ruffle on the shoulders. It does have a nice square open back and then a little tie at the top. Again, flowy, a little bit of peplum at the bottom, midi. Really, really love these colours. So that one was in the sale also, £89. And then the last one that I got, this one, oh yeah, I think this is my favourite, it's £139. Oh, it's got some shoulder pads in there, interesting. I, first of all, love the colours. It's like a nice grey sage, little subtle hints of blush. Plunge neckline. It's got little cut-out details here, which I am loving. Super lightweight floaty balloon sleeves, which is perfect for summer, but it does have a really soft cushioned shoulder pad, just to give you a little bit of structure. Love this, and it's got a little bit more ruffling at the bottom as well. But now that I've tried those dresses on, I'm very disappointed. The only one that I actually liked and think I'll keep is the green one. It was quite long, but I thought, when do I ever wear flats? So with heels it's absolutely fine. The pink satin one literally has zero structure over the breast area. Like, the little cups just flap open. Like, who can wear that unless you have no chest? So that was a fail. The one with the cut out sides, I loved that idea of the dress, but again there was too much material at the front. It felt like it was a bit too big and I would just have to tape myself in, and that is not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting easy to throw on dresses for the garden. I'm not wanting to have to secure myself in whenever I put a dress on. So that was also disappointing. The blue high necked one, I loved that one online, but the high neck ruffle, I assumed it went all the way around, but it's more like a bib. So it was like a little ruffle at the front and a bib. So I wasn't so keen on that design feature, so that one's going back as well. And the other blue one with the ruffle shoulders, it's more of a Bardot style, which that's not for me. I feel like that kind of style makes me look really old, like granny-ish, so I thought it was like ruffle straps, so that was also going back. So I think the only one that I'm going to keep is the green one, which is probably better for my bank account, but it's a shame. The dresses are still very much gorgeous. There is about 25 other ones I could have put in my basket, so I'm going to try again because they got here within the day. And I'm sure postage was free, so might try again and see what else there is, because their stuff is really nice and the quality is really nice as well. Just some of the finishings wasn't to my liking. So that's that, sadly, but it's fine. In other news, the Six Nations begins today. If we have any rugby fans on here, you will know. It begins today, Scotland, England, so I have not even eaten today. It is 3 o'clock, I've been up and been to the gym and now I'm here and I'm not eating today, so I'm going to go to the shops, get some nice snacks for just me, myself and I watching the rugby and just relax for the rest of the evening. Oh, there was a couple other things I was going to share with you about the house. So I can't remember if I have said that we managed to finally paint the whole ceiling. Basically, we bought 3 different types of ladders. We had to get Miller Homes in to build an indoor scaffolding. I was going to vlog, but I think Darren had a death wish for me, because basically they built this contraption which they use when they build the houses, and they didn't secure it properly because it was literally just to do the edges, so it wasn't that much. So Darren was like, do you just want to stand at the bottom and hold me up? And I was like, Darren, this is a steel 70 kilo contraption which is not secured correctly. You're going to stand on it and you want me to stand at the bottom. So I literally was standing there like this thinking, if this falls, I die. So anyway, we finally finished. You'll see how high this goes. It's literally about 6-7 meters to the ceiling. And then we finally got the artwork up. I do want to paint these black, but whilst the scaffolding was up, I just wanted to get them up just so it ties in with the handrails a bit better. So finally that is done. Second update is we've been really thinking, gosh it's dark, really thinking about our bedroom and stuff, and we're just not happy in that room. Like, although it's the master bedroom, it's the layout of it we're not happy with, the ensuite we're not happy with, it's just, the spacing of it is not for us. So I think we're going to move into the guest room, which still has the ensuite, so it just feels more spacious because they've not got the built-in closets in here, which is fine. So the plan in here, ignore the stuff that we've been using as storage in here and the mattress on the floor. So this is a little nook here, which I think would be perfect for like a nice big chest of drawers, which we can keep underwear, pajamas, essential bits in, and then do like a mirror, decorative bits, a lamp and whatnot in this little nook. It's actually quite wide, so chest of drawers, maybe like a washing basket or something like that. And then bed on this side, this is my skiing stuff, so it will just be a little bit more roomy because there won't be the wardrobes which effectively start at the end of the bed, so it will just feel a bit more free in here. And then the ensuite is a better layout. So this is the bathroom that we didn't actually pay for anything in, so it's very bare, but the way this door opens, it allows us to both stand at this sink, whereas the other bathroom, the door kind of swings this way, if that makes sense. So it's just not very convenient. And obviously there's the wall here, so I can put a mirror. So the plan is to decorate in here. I want to do tongue and groove, half and half, maybe a nice wallpaper, maybe not. Obviously a really nice big mirror up here. There's room for maybe shelves or storage or something. Some artwork, obviously decorate. And then the shower is just kind of tucked away again. It's a double shower, but it's just tucked away a little bit more. So that's our thinking. And obviously get curtains and stuff. So I'll pop a little inspo pic of the style of a room which I think I want to go, oh, I'm getting ready to go in here. Initially I kind of thought I wanted to go glam and do like floor to ceiling headboard style, but the more I think about it, the more I think that I will just grow out of that, and I kind of want a more traditional feel which will kind of flow throughout the house in the style that I'm putting in, like the kitchen and everything like that. So I'm thinking to go a little bit more traditional, a little bit less glam, and probably have a bit more longevity. So that's my thinking. We're not going to focus on doing that right now. We're going to stay as we are until the downstairs is done. But that's just what's been on our mind. And tomorrow we're going to sit together and plan the garden, plan our time frames, our budget, pick our tiles, pick our grass, and really get that booked in and ticked off our list. So yeah, that has been the updates in the house thus far. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to go to the shops, get some goodies to watch rugby, and I'm going to just enjoy myself for the rest of the day. So I'm going to end this vlog here, and I will see you in the next one. So thanks so much for watching. Mwah!